Hey guys, it's Tamara Bennett from Southern Adornments Decor, and I'm getting ready to cut out the door hanger that I'm going to be painting tomorrow here on Facebook Live. And so a couple times lately I have hopped on live with you guys while I'm cutting it out on my Glowforge laser cutter, so I decided to do that tonight. For those of you who didn't get the text notification letting you know I was going live, you can get text notifications by texting the number 270-207-9091. Let me just put that on the screen real quick. You can text that number for questions or for if you've got questions about the laser cutter, or if you want to be notified next time I go live. Hey Debbie, hello. Are you guys in bed yet? Hi Lucretia. Hi Rebecca. So I've got my Glowforge pulled up here on my laptop. This is the Glowforge program. And I've got the Santa stuck in a chimney pulled up, and I'm going to be cutting it at about 14.5 inches by 18 inches. Thank you, Marina. She says she loves my shirt. Thank you. Hi, Sharon. I'm still dressed up because we had church tonight. We had a gospel meeting, and so we just now got home from that just a little while ago. Hello, Ruby. First time watching. Well, I teach painting here on my page, but tonight I'm going to be showing you how I cut out my wooden pieces on my Glowforge laser. So let me just unhook you from my little tripod here and show you what I see on my screen. This is, whoops, I didn't know it was gonna, hang on, let me turn that off. There we go. This is what the program looks like. I have imported the design, the Santa stuck in a chimney. This is an SVG file. It's included in the template files that you purchase from us at shopdoorhangers.com. We imported it into the Glowforge, and then we clicked on the image, like we clicked Control A, selected all of it, and then there's a little button right over here. It looks like a mountain. If you tap that, it allows you to create an outline, which I did, and that's what created this file here. It outlined the entire design. And so I've got this one here set to score, and I have my own custom settings for Revolution Plywood. If you want to know what those are, you can screenshot this. I think I have it set on full, wait a second, that ain't right. Hold on. Full power. I must have played with these the last time I did it. Full power and, no, wait. Hang on. Did I just mess everything up? No, I didn't. Okay, that's because we're looking at the scored settings. So this is what I use for scoring. Full speed and only about 30 power, because we don't want it to cut all the way through the wood. We just want it to etch it. Hey Cheryl, she says, I'm a template member, but I haven't gotten started yet. Lots for me to go back and watch. Yes, for sure. And then on this one, the outline, we have it set to cut. Now my custom settings for Revolution Plywood on that are 123 speed, so it's going to go slower. And then full power, meaning it's going to cut all the way through the wood. So if you need to, just screenshot that if you want to know my settings and use those on your own device. Gina says, I was going to say, those are some crazy settings for cutting. Yeah, I got carried away with myself. Vashi says, I guess not what we know what we're painting tomorrow. Yep, we're painting Santa. He was our best seller in the shop, and so we decided to go ahead and paint this one. I've got him out here. If I click Control A, I can click the little ruler button down here, and it shows the dimensions. So I have it set to cut 18 inches wide, and then it automatically sets this so that it is proportional, I guess. And then the other thing that you need to turn on is this button right here, Pro Pass-Through. Now you can only do this if you have a Glowforge Pro. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to cut something this big. You would be stuck with cutting something that's smaller than 11.5 inches. And so if you want to be able to cut something larger, like I'm cutting now, an 18-inch piece, you're gonna need the Pro. Will the Glowforge fit larger than 11.5 inches wide? I guess I'm asking if you could put a 12 by 16. If you're using the Pro, yes. The other ones, no. Okay, so let's get started. All we have to do is click the print button on here, and it's preparing the print, loading our design into the Glowforge software. The little thing in here is like taking pictures and getting everything ready. Brandy got our Glowforge yesterday. Awesome. Bridget said, where do you get the Revolution Ply? I get it at Lowe's. Can you say where the keyboard decals came from? Jane.com. Okay, is it ready yet? It's preparing. When it's ready, this little light will start flashing. Oh, there it goes. See, it's ready. So we're just gonna push the button. Let me get you guys over here a little closer so you can watch her work. Her name is Gloria, by the way. Charlie and I named her Gloria. Hang on, let me position this so you guys can see better. That's a terrible angle. There we go, much better. So right now, she is scoring the top of the wood. Now, this material that you see on top of here is called masking. Thank you, Cassie. It's called, oh, hang on, I forgot to turn on my filter. I started to smell smoke. I've got a little air filter back there, and of course it goes down to that and sucks all the smoke out. Keyboard stickers are from Jane.com. So anyways, I was saying this is masking material that I have put on top of the wood, and that keeps it from getting the burned edges on the actual wood, so it makes it to where I don't have to do any sanding. So right now she is scoring all of the bricks on Santa's chimney. Yes, you definitely need to name your Glowforge. Hey Damon, you knew I was using the Glowforge and you wanted to come watch, huh? Damon keeps saying he may get one. Oh, there she goes. Now she's actually cutting. Now, see how she stopped cutting about where the boot's at? We're going to have to do that in the second part when we do the pass-through. So she's only able to cut about 11.5 inches this way. Do you do smaller Christmas shapes, 5 inches or so? Yes, Donna, we have those offered in 6 and 8 inch in our shop. Damon, you're going to want one. Although I am getting a thunder laser next month, you may want one of those instead. It does a little bit of it's a little like 3 times faster, and it cuts bigger shapes. Michelle, the price of plywood has not gone up here. Jane, let me know if you have any questions about it. You can just text your questions to me if you have a question later after you get off, or you can put them in the comments.
It's hurting now.
Okay, go get some Tylenol out of the cabinet.
What Tylenol? I don't know.
I will get you some when I'm done here then, okay?
Yeah.
Charlie's got a leg ache, and she's dying apparently. Okay, I'll be in there in a minute, okay? Go lay down. I'll be in there in a minute. Can you shut my door, please? Okay, so as you can see, she's cutting all the way through the wood. And see, this is the burn marks that I was talking about. That's why we put the masking material on there. I'll show you when I take it out. Those burn marks will not be on the wood. It'll be on the masking. Ruth got her Glowforge last Saturday, waiting for her grandson to help you put it in the she shed. That's exciting. Yes, so if you want to use the pass-through and do the larger cuts, you're going to need a Glowforge Pro. Pam, I'm getting a Thunder Nova 24. And Vashi, yes, it is similar to masking tape, but it's in like a 12-inch roll. Can't really see what she's doing right now. Oh, yeah, you kind of can. If I back up a little bit. It's very cool, isn't it, Michelle? I love to watch her work. I keep saying her because, like I said, we named her Gloria the Glowforge. What other questions do you guys have? We're going to be painting this one live tomorrow. How much is the Glowforge? The Glowforge Pro is $6,000. You can get $500 off if you use my link. It will save you. I was trying to get it to where you could see the laser beam. It's hard when that little thing's in the way. Oh, there we go. Now you can see it. Connie says yours is quiet compared to mine. Yeah, to me the air filter's a little loud, but other than that, it's not so bad. The air filter is extra. So Lisa has a great question. She said, should we consider the Thunder versus the Glowforge? I think it depends on how much you plan to be cutting. So if you are just cutting as a hobbyist and just doing a few here and there, you could probably get away with using just a Glowforge. But if you're going to be doing lots of paint parties, lots of orders, maybe even selling wooden blanks, and you're just going to be cutting a lot of pieces with it, then you're going to want to go ahead and spend a little extra and get the Thunder, because it's going to be 3 times faster. and it's going to be able to cut a larger piece in one go instead of having to do a pass-through. Laura, we have been dealing with leg aches for 2 days now, off and on. Oh, yes, Tara, it's definitely worth getting, for sure. You know, like I said, it just depends on how much you're going to be using it and how much you want to spend. I know the Glowforge has a payment plan. I'm not sure if the Thunder does. I'll have to check into that. But if you're interested in the Thunder, you could give them a call and just talk to them about, you know, your options. Definitely tell them I sent you. You can call and talk to Grant and ask him about the different models and, you know, what you're going to be cutting with it, and he'll be able to give you more information. Connie says, I love my Glowforge. We paid for ours outright, and I would buy it again. Vanessa, a Thunder is just a different brand of laser. It's just a different brand, and it's more industrial, in my opinion. Like the Glowforge is more for, yeah, definitely she needs a placebo, Damon. The Glowforge is, I feel like, more for a hobbyist, and the Thunder would be more for like the serious business owner. So there we go. We've gotten part of it cut. So right now, this little device is going to go around in here and take pictures. My laptop's falling asleep. Wake up. There we go. Oh no. I hit a button and now it's cooling down. We do not want that. I may have goofed up, guys. Womp womp. I think because I hit a space bar or something, I've messed it up. And it's not going to cut the second half. So I may have wasted this piece of wood. Oh, wait, no. Hang on. It says it's taking pictures. So maybe I just wasn't being patient enough. Because now it says, taking pictures. Please wait. I was about to panic. I was about to be like, oh, what did I do? I thought I messed something up. Okay, now it says, shift material forward. So let me show you what we're going to do. See this little spot right here? We can lift the lid now. And you don't do that until it tells you you can. And then you're going to reach in, slide the material forward until it starts to go through this little window, and pull until you get it to where this top part, the rest of the cut, is in the cutting area. And so that's pretty close. I can actually push it back in a little bit, I believe. There we go. And close it. And now I've got to just hit a button over here that says continue. It's going to take a few more photos, and it's going to align the second cut with the original cut. Pro tip, do not touch this. I can't tell you how many times I've gotten curious and I've leaned over and bumped that and messed everything up. It's so frustrating. So while it's taking pictures and aligning things for our second cut, let me answer your questions. I used to get leg aches when I was a kid, and my mom would use some kind of like menthol lotion on my legs, and she would like rub it and massage it into the sore leg. So I wish I had some of that. I may have to just try to use essential oils. What's the machine like for it? What's the maintenance like for it? So Alicia, you just have to clean it ever so often. Like right before we started this, I took the lens out and I cleaned it really good because it had gotten to where on my normal settings, it was not cutting all the way through the wood in some places, and that usually is an indicator that your lens or your camera or something is dirty and just needs to be cleaned. And then of course ever so often, and I say ever so often because it all just depends on how much cutting you're doing. Really, I'm only cutting on it a couple times a week because the only blanks I'm cutting on this are the ones I'm painting live. All the blanks we ship to you guys are cut on an industrial laser, and not the one in here. Pickle juice is good for leg cramps. I don't think I could get her to drink pickle juice. When you take the masking off, does it remove the other marks? No, I will show you how that looks in just a minute. We'll peel the masking off when we take it out. How big will the Glowforge cut? It will cut up to 19 inches this way, you know, wide, but like this direction, right? 19 inches. But then this way, it only cuts about, I think, 10.5 inches. And so without this pass-through window, we would not be able to cut anything bigger than 19 by 10.5. But thanks to the pass-through window, it allows us to, you know, keep moving it forward as many times as we need to cut something larger. Okay, it says it's still aligning, so sometimes it takes a little bit. when you take the masking, oh, I already read that question. Amanda says, I have the Pro. I haven't tried pass-through yet, but I might soon now just to see how it is. It's not hard, Amanda. I was so intimidated by it. Okay, let me show you what the screen looks like now, but it really wasn't as hard as I thought. The trick is to follow the instructions on the screen, because I get impatient sometimes and I don't read. Okay, so this says confirm. It wants to know if our alignment is complete. So look over here at the picture. Does the picture align, let me scoot it over, with everything? It's off just a wee bit right here, but I think that's because my camera needs cleaning, because as you can see, it's super clear right here in the middle and it's pretty stinking close. I'm just gonna say, let's go ahead and cut, because even if that's off by a hair, I could sand it a little bit and it would paint just fine. Okay, preparing your print. Okay, it says it's going to take 2 minutes and 48 seconds. So now we can go back over here, hit the flashing button, and let's see how well it aligns. Connie, I love MDF, but I have had a hard time finding it around here. Do you ever have to replace the laser at some point? I'm sure you probably do, Tina, but I'm thinking that would be years down the road. Thank you, Lynn. Can you use a CNC for cutting the wood? Absolutely you can. Oh, actually, that looks pretty good. That's why I said I think my camera was a little dirty and it was more accurate than it looked like it was going to be, because it aligned almost perfectly. What other options are there besides Glowforge? Like I said, Thunder Laser is what I'm also getting one of those machines. Those are 3 times faster and they can cut up to 24 inches in size, so it can cut a bigger piece. Now those are about $1,500 more, but for what you're getting, I think that's definitely worth it. Have you tried anything other than wood? We did acrylic, and it did really cool. We did acrylic keychains. Do you have the Pro series? Yes, this is the Pro. Thank you, Tabitha. We went to church services tonight for a gospel meeting, so that's why I'm all fixed up with a fancy shirt and makeup and earrings. You are the biggest reason I got the Pro. Well, Amanda, you definitely are going to be glad you got it. Otherwise, you feel like you're kind of, stuck with cutting smaller things, and that's no fun. The software does come with the Glowforge. It's all online, so it's cloud-based. You will have to have internet in order to use the software. What's the bed size of the Thunder you're getting? I think it's 24 inches. I don't know what the full dimensions are, though. I'll try to find out more information on that. I need to look it up online. I'm trying to get it to focus. Focus. There we go. Is this what I'm painting live? Yes, I'll be painting this one live tomorrow. This is the Santa stuck in a chimney. If you want to get the template for this, or if you want to buy your own wood blank, you can get those at shopdoorhangers.com, and you can paint live with me tomorrow if you get your blank cut out in time, or you can just save the video and paint, when it's closer to Christmas if you want. Lynn, I will post the link here for the Glowforge if you're interested in the discount link. It saves $500 on the Pro version. Cindy says, I'm looking at the Rabbit laser right now. Yes, lots of our Clubhouse members have the Rabbit laser. I looked into them, but I ended up going with Thunder laser instead. There we go. You ready for the moment of truth? Let me put you guys on the camera stand so I can be hands-free. And now we can pull this out. And look here. Cleaning my lens was worth it because it cut out great. Look at this. So now here's what we were talking about with the masking. See all these little burn marks? Normally those would be on the wood, but thanks to the masking, they are not on the wood. Hang on, I gotta put it down. I'm gonna try to get you guys a little closer. They're not on the wood, they are on the masking material. So we can just, hang on, let me get something. A little trick that, and let me turn this air filter off so I can hear myself think. A little trick that somebody showed me was to take some duct tape, and I'm using the T-Rex tape. This stuff is awesome from Walmart. And you can like place it on the masking and it picks it up for you, because I have a hard time picking and getting that masking started sometimes. So now we can just peel all this off. Let me get all this off and then I will answer more of your questions in just a moment. This duct tape stuff is really great if you have lots of tiny details, because it will sit and pick up all of those little pieces that are like stuck to the wood. I almost think I didn't score my lines dark enough though this time. I think the lines on this design may have been a wee bit thinner than what they usually are. And so I probably should have scored them a little bit darker. I only did 30% power, and I probably should have gone with more like 50 or 60 on this design. So I may, before I paint tomorrow, trace these score lines with a Sharpie just to make sure I can see them through the paint. I do that from time to time anyways, if I'm afraid I won't be able to see through the paint. Okay, looky here. So see, we've got our score lines on there. They're really light. Like I said, I probably should have set that to a higher caliber, higher power, knowing how thin those lines are. Because on this particular design, the lines are really thin. But other than that, it came out perfect, guys. Perfect. Okay, what questions do you have? You create your designs in Illustrator and export them into the software. Is the Thunder easy to use more? I don't know. I haven't gotten my Thunder yet. It's supposed to be here in a couple of weeks. I'm excited. So excited to try it. Okay, Connie is saying I can do a 10.5 by 11 on her Glowforge. Or 10.5 by 21. I didn't know you could go up to 21. I can only go up to like 19. Ooh, the bricks in 3D. That's brilliant, Paula. Maybe I should do that. You've heard about the rabbit and chose a Glowforge. How does the cut files download into the program? You just click the upload button, and as long as you have your template downloaded to your device, you should be able to like unzip it beforehand and go in and select the SVG file and import that. Do you apply the masking or does it come on the wood? I applied it myself. It does not come on the wood. It is called masking material, Mary. I have it saved in my laser essentials folder in my Amazon favorites. Here comes one of my kids. See, we've got a spammer. Let's see. Did I miss any comments? Questions? How much is the Glowforge? The one I'm using, the Pro, is $6,000, but you can get $500 off using my link. Okay, I think I got it all. And obviously my kids need some attention.
Good night.
Good night. Love you.
Love you too.
I better go give Charlie some medicine for her sore leg. So I will see you guys tomorrow at 11 a.m. Central. If you want to be notified when I go live, text me here. Or if you have more questions after I hop off, feel free to text me your Glowforge questions. I'll be checking my messages for about the next 30 minutes. So if you text me, I should be able to respond quickly. See y'all later.